In today's video, we're going to check out the brand new Redmi Note 14 Pro 5G, as well as the brand new Redmi Watch 5 and the Redmi Buds 6 and the Redmi Buds 6 Pro. A couple of extra straps for the Watch 5 as well, and of course, introduction into the Redmi ecosystem that was announced at the same time as the brand new Redmi Note 14 series that was released not that long ago. This is TK. Let's go ahead and unbox them and see all of their features. Like and subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell icon so that you're always notified to whenever we have new videos for you on the channel. So here we have in front of us is the brand new Redmi 14 Pro. Now there is a Pro Plus and additional few features as well as other versions of the Redmi 14 series. This one is the Redmi Note 14 Pro 5G. Again, a 5G device. Nice, beautiful two-tone color. Of course, you can see here there's a purple one as well. And of course, we have a nice camera stack in the back. It is powered by a 200 megapixel camera. That's the main sensor, similar to the one that we have on the 14 Pro Plus. We have the same 8 megapixel ultra wide, but we go down to a 2 megapixel macro lens as opposed to going with the telephoto lens that we have on there. And of course, we have a dual tone LED flash. The battery here is a 5100 10 milliampere battery, charged at 45 watt, not 90 watts like the Pro Plus, which is slightly different. Also, this one is powered by the Dimensity 7300 Ultra as opposed to what we have, which is 7S Gen 3 on the Pro Plus. One of the other things, of course, here is that we have a 20 megapixel front-facing camera as well as fingerprint sensor here. Let's go ahead and unlock the device. Beautiful, large 6.67 inch 1.5K display, and it is of course 120 Hertz. So everything works beautifully the way you expected. App drawer, of course, notification side, and of course everything just runs absolutely fantastic. This is again the model that I have has a 256 gigs of internal storage. It is running Android 14 again as of December 1st, 2024 security patch update, and of course the update that came through. And it is the Pro 5G, not the Pro Plus, and of course running HyperOS 1.0.7.0. Other than that, it's pretty much a straightforward experience, very similar to the other one. Large battery, lasts very long. 7300 is going to be the best experience we're able to get on this device, which means 4K 30 frames per second is going to be the best resolution we can get from the main sensor on the back, and 1080p 30 frames per second on the front. Again, limitation of the processor as well as the configuration that we get in here. But the cameras, again, this one is powered by the same 200 megapixel camera sensor that we saw on the big boy, which is the Pro Plus. I'm going to share with you guys some images and videos as well from the Pro Plus as they share that experience. And of course, if you're looking for something a little bit more affordable, it has a lot of great features, the Note 14 Pro is not going to disappoint. And again, supports 5G technology as well, and also supports eSIM in case that's something that you guys are looking for. Now, at the same time where we had the Redmi Note 14 series launch, Redmi launched as well a brand new watch, the Redmi Watch 5, of course, the brand new Redmi Buds 6, the Buds 6 Pro, and they did also send me nicely a couple of extra straps here, or basically wristbands, to provide us a couple of other accessories you could use. This one is a purple watch. I have been wearing it right here. You can see it. You can swipe over on the side. You can open it up, bring it up at the top. You have access to it. One more time, opening up all the apps that we have built into this. And of course, we have access to be able to change the lock screen, check notifications, and we'll talk a little bit more about that one as well. Now, before I go too far, Redmi does include a free case included in the box, as well as the charger, the 45 watt charger to help us charge up our device, as well as the charging cable. So those are included in the box, but I'm actually going to go ahead and connect and start talking about the two buds that we just got right here. The Redmi Buds 6 and the 6 Pro, and they have a few different features between the two. First and foremost, there's a couple of things we can talk about as far as what you're able to do. Now, the Buds 6 are going to be the base entry, and some of the main features, of course, strong dual driver design, battery level display on the actual case itself. Of course, since we have the color options, supports immersive sound, which is their version of course, three-dimensional sound, up to 49 dB powerful active noise cancellation, 2 mics for AI noise reduction, and up to 42 hours usage with the included case. Now, the case itself is nice. One thing to mention is that the charging port is actually not sitting in the back. It's sitting right in the front, right under the LED light. If I open it up, you'll notice right there, the LED light indicates the battery level, and it's almost at 100% as I've been using them. Of course, the buds themselves have touch configurations. They are magnetically connected here and charging directly in the case. And the case itself does actually stay very nicely and small. It's very compact. And the buds themselves, as I share with you guys right here, absolutely fantastic. And again, it does mention right there, dual driver sound configuration. And once you open up the actual unit and pair it to your device, notice right away, it gives you the case level of the battery and 100% on each one of the buds. And that's one of the things that we can see. Also, just conversely, you get the same notification on the watch. Now there's a couple of ways of configuring this. If you're using a Redmi device or a Xiaomi device, for the most part, all you have to do, go straight into the Bluetooth settings, go into more, and then from there, you'll notice that the buds themselves were connected. It is supporting AAC as the best audio quality. Once we jump in, we can see the configuration, the battery level, of course, the ANC configuration, the dimensional audio or spatial audio version of it, the audio area as well. You can jump in here, turn on absolute volume, audio quality is AAC or SBC. Those are the two supported, and it is set to the highest. Low latency option, this is of course when you're trying to play games, this is going to be really nice there. We have the ability of supporting the gestures out of the box. These are the configured gestures that we get. Next, we of course have additional settings between dual connections, since it does support multiple connections. Download automatically for update, answer calls automatically, of course short notification shade, the information in there. Missing earbud, ear fit test, firmware update. I did receive one update since I got them over here. And last but not least, of course, we have contact sharing if you need to put that input device, as well as basically media audio and call audio setting configuration in there. And I really like the fact that all of this information is present directly within the Bluetooth settings. Now, otherwise, you can download directly the Xiaomi app or the Xiaomi Earbuds app, and it does provide us the exact same experience, a little bit more focused. And I noticed that this one works much better for the Pro side, as the Pro one doesn't give us as much information. But again, same thing, audio effect, gestures. You could guys go in there, change the audio balance standard, dimensional audio configuration in there, gestures as we talked about, you can change them. Very much the same experience, but a little bit more focused directly within the app itself. Now, when we switch over to the Pro side, this is again the Redmi Buds 6 Pro. Similar experience as far as the battery level, it does show here. Now, this is where you do need the application to get more functions, because if we go in directly into the Bluetooth section, let's go ahead and go in here and go more. You'll notice that you're still able to see it. It does show the LDAC and the battery level, but when you go into the settings section part of it, you're very limited into what you're able to do. You're able to turn on the LDAC, keep the volumes consistent, of course, between different experiences, input device, media, call, and that's pretty much all you can do. And to be able to get the best experience, make sure to download the Xiaomi application, the Xiaomi Earbuds application directly, and you'll be able to access it. Noise cancellation configuration in here, the different options. You can go into noise cancellation, change the adaptive cancellation levels. Now, this one actually has a slightly better experience, as it actually has the ability of going up to 55 decibels as far as the noise cancellation, and it is configurable, where the standard model does not have that. Now, the maximum battery life here, including the case, is up to 36 hours. It does support LDAC as your best configuration for audio, gesture configuration as well. You can go in there, customize them. You notice there's additional ones here than the standard one. Dimensional audio, adaptive sound, as well as audio balance is configurable in here. Under additional in-ear detection, ear fit test, dual connection, as well as take calls automatically. Of course, you can rename them in there to customize your experience. Updating the firmware is pretty much straightforward. Find My Earbuds, of course, about, and all the information you need. But this pretty much gives you the best experience with the Redmi Buds 6 Pro. Supporting LDAC in here, AAC and SBC, both providing us a great experience. And of course, works great with Xiaomi devices. And if you don't have a Xiaomi device, you definitely will need to download the Xiaomi Earbuds application to control either one of these guys. Triple drivers as opposed to dual drivers. It has built-in dimensional audio with adjustable modes, and as I mentioned to you guys, up to 55 dB noise cancellation with multi-level modes. Of course, up to 4 kilohertz ultra-wide frequency noise cancellation, 3 microphones as opposed to the 2 that we have on there with the standard model, and of course a long battery up to 36 hours with the including charging case. Switching it over to the Redmi Watch 5. Now, they included 2 additional watch straps that we're going to get a chance to check out, of course. But as far as the main features that we're looking at here, we have an ultra-large AMOLED display. This one is a 2.07-inch AMOLED display. We have a long-lasting battery up to 24 hours on a single charge, up to 5 system GNSS global GPS tracking, 5 atmosphere water resistance for obviously you can track with not only swimming but also regular workouts. Here, advanced health and workout tracking with the new additional options they had. Bluetooth support with the speaker and microphone that we have in here to pick up and receive calls. And what they're referring to as an exquisite aluminum alloy frame, so an upgraded frame as well, and linear motor for precise vibration, so an upgraded vibration motor on the watch itself. This color itself, again, is purple. As you can see here, it permeates. It does not permeate through the actual bezels, but primarily on the actual watch strap, which you're able to customize with the additional ones that we have here. And as you can see here, the watch looks absolutely fantastic. Aluminum alloy feel here. The sensors on the bottom with the dual pin connector on the bottom, of course, to be able to charge the unit itself. It does include a USB-A cable, 2-pin charger here, similar to their watches from before. We have a crown on the side, or basically a configuration button that basically works kind of like swiping up. You get access to your normal metrics, weather, all the information. Swipe down takes us directly into the notification. Swipe up again. Swiping from the left side, you have access to the toggles, which is a little different than what we've seen. If you just open up the app, and you have access to all of the information for, heart rate tracking, weather, camera, phone calls, again, Bluetooth speaker and microphone. And of course, last but not least, access to be able to change watch faces by just pressing and holding on the actual unit. Let's go ahead and wake it up. Press and holding on the actual watch face on the front. And then from there, you're able to scroll through and see the different watch faces that are already preloaded on the actual unit itself. And of course, last but not least, you can customize even more by just going straight into the application on your smartphone. And this application is actually pretty straightforward. This is the Xiaomi Health application you're able to download directly from the Google Play Store. You can go into the settings section. You'll notice right there, it will periodically sync its information directly to the watch, but if you want to force one, you can actually do one straight in. We have the ability of customizing the notification as well as calls, the fitness app information, application customization, system security, and then even more to go in there and customize, updating it, and of course going about or connecting it to a new phone if you do need to do that. But what I also like the fact is that we're also able to go in here and look into their online library of watch faces that we're able to not only find, download, and customize. So let's look ahead and go ahead and ultimate alert. I'm going to go ahead and say alert updating there. So it's going to see installing update. It's going to download directly, and then it's going to apply the watch face directly into the watch itself. So you'll notice all my information stayed where it is, and this becomes a little bit more functional for us to wear and get more information out of it. You can, again, customize this to your heart's content. There is a lot of watch faces and a lot more options available. Once you download them, it saves them directly into your system. And of course, make sure that all your data is uploaded directly on their server through the Redmi device. And as you can see here, heart rate tracking does run, and it does actually carry 24-hour heart rate tracking. It was actually running in the background as I was changing different places and setting up for the video. And of course, it just goes through. Now, I don't have it straight at 78 beats per minute right now as we're recording this video. And of course, it uses the sensors on the back with the lights to be able to get that metric. Let's go ahead and real quick and change the watch step. So again, this one is the purple one. It is very nice, and of course has a security connection on the back. Looks very good. And as you can see here, we can see the three different materials. This one's more of a stitch feeling. This one's more of a workout, as I feel like a little bit more workout focused, as well as the main one, as this one's a little bit more waterproof. The case itself, or the watch itself, is definitely able to go into the water, as well as any of these straps. But I would probably recommend you, if you're going to do a lot of that in swimming, recommend is just using either the main strap that comes with the watch or using the sports strap that we have in here. Now, to change the watch strap, this is pretty straightforward. There's a button you push here. This one allows us to actually release the mechanism. Once you push this on, this separates very quickly. And of course, adding it back becomes very simple. It's just a straight insertion. This does unfortunately use a proprietary connector, so you're not going to be able to buy these straight off of either Amazon or something else unless they're made specifically for the Watch 5. Connecting the additional watch strap is, again, as simple as just putting it in. Connecting it, you hear that nice connection, and you get the connection, and it is very strong and very nice. This one is a little more textured. It feels, again, more of the leather option, and it looks really nice. It actually adds a nice little design and look directly onto your device. Again, the leather feel, and it looks a little bit more professional. You hear that actual snap, and then once you're ready, you basically just remove it. And it does have a protection where it allows it not to go out. So these are the Velcro connectors. It works great, and you can just put it on. And once you're ready, put it on for that perfect fit and allow it to actually look exactly as you like. As you can see here, it actually looks the most professional of all the straps that we have. Now, if you haven't had a chance to check out my other video on the Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus 5G, that one I actually did a durability test, which this device carries some of those durabilities as far as the display scratching capabilities and of course the IP68 rating that we have in here, which means we can actually put this device in water up to 1.5 meters and of course up to 30 minutes without having any damage on this device. So it's really nice to be able to see some of these experiences coming down to a price point that we haven't had in the past. And of course, when we're looking at the buds themselves, depending on which one you go with, you're going to be getting a really nice customized experience. Make sure to download the Xiaomi earbuds application to be able to get the best configuration for them if you're using them with non-Xiaomi devices. Most likely, if you have it on a Redmi device like the Redmi 14 Pro 5G, you're not going to have any problems. You will need it for the Pro, as I showed you guys before. The Watch 5 is very nice, some nice upgrade materials. The display is very nice, aluminum. And that's also, of course, supported with the ability of swimming with this, having really good GPS tracking as well for outdoor running and so on. The tracking, sorry, take that back. Now, as far as the actual exercise and everything that we get in here, of course, we have outdoor running, walking, freestyle, all the different options in there, pool, swimming. And if you go under more, you have additional options that you're able to go in there, customize them, and add even more. There's other, and they're categorized here to be able to get the additional options. You notice right there, training has 40 different ones, water sports has up to 17. Very nice customization. And again, I really like this watch face and this band. And of course, it goes without saying that both Redmi and Xiaomi have you guys covered. This is, again, an updated ecosystem that's going to be covering them for the near future, for 2025. I do want to say thank you very much to Redmi for allowing me to check out the Redmi Note 14 series ecosystem. I had the opportunity to see the Pro and the Pro Plus version of the Redmi Note 14, obviously the Buds 6 and the 6 Pro, and the Watch 5, and all the accessories in here that we have. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of the new accessories, and do you find these appealing, and is this something that you guys are looking forward to upgrading to and saving some money at the same time? This is TK. Thank you very much for the support. I will see you in the next video.